There is a war for tech talent today. Haven't you experienced it? Firms believe that winning this war for talent will spark a competitive advantage in the marketplace. In the spring of 2016, CIO.com published an article called "The Race for Tech Talent Isn't a Marathon, It's a Sprint," that cites a key Accenture strategy technology study. In the study, more than 85% of businesses felt that the war for tech talent had to be won for them to be successful. In the same study, 80% of those companies believe that the workers that they hired 5 years ago no longer have the skill sets that are required for success in business today. Finally, 60% of those companies surveyed felt strongly that the biggest organizational challenge for technology, for IT, is having workers with the right skill sets for today, not yesterday. In summary, if you're doing the same thing today that you were 5 years ago, you're antiquated. You're a legacy employee ready for sunset. Come on, you say? Well, what if you do nothing? Will your current company invest in you? Or will they just go out and hire newer, younger, maybe cheaper talent? Well, consider, what has their track record been with investing in technical staff previously? I know, there are some companies that do a great job of developing tech talent internally. But let's face it, most companies are terrible at developing people from within. It requires knowing your people, being able to evaluate their capacity for growth, and deliberately building them for the future with all their skill sets. So, what's the answer? In essence, it's to make yourself marketable. Whether you're a long-time corporate employee or a short-term contractor, how decision makers perceive you in the market is key. You have a lot of control about the perception that's shaped of you based on the message that you send or your identity. This is where the resume and your LinkedIn profile are so important. Doing them right, they can make your tech skills, your business strengths, your knowledge of the industry, and of course your experience relevant not for the past, but for the market today. So where does it all start? With your language, which means how you present yourself on paper, on screen, or in person. Takes a huge impact on how people view you. I've heard it said a lot of times recently that perception equals reality. Despite that thinking, it's not true. However, it is true that the perceptions that people form drive their thinking as well as their actions in life. So those perceptions then translate into the decisions that they make when it comes to promotions or recruitment or hiring of talent. You can absolutely shift the perceptions that others will have of you starting right now by changing the identity you present in your messaging, which includes your resume, your LinkedIn profile, and even your in-person interview. Think about what CIOs or directors or other technology leaders value today and shape your language accordingly, whether that's on paper, on screen, or verbally. Let's think about this example. You're a senior engineer on a project that management has decided to take in a direction that you don't agree with. I get it. You're not a go along to get along type. That's great. I'm not either. Most people are going to continue to slam the project or call into question the intelligence of the team who chose the solution that's going to be put in place. Instead, try shaping your argument so that it focuses on specific business objectives. This elevates the discourse and can get people thinking about things from your perspective. Hopefully, your perspective is to benefit the company or the customer. This translates into the resume and the LinkedIn profile as well. So when you're talking about external opportunities in particular, you only get one chance to make a great first impression. What's so challenging about the resume and the LinkedIn profile is that you really only get 30 seconds or less to make a great first impression. That makes the message you deliver in your resume and your online profile crucial. So how are you coming across in 30 seconds or less? Are you an outdated, antiquated employee with legacy skills? Or are you a fresh tech talent poised to help the company springboard into the next phase of this digital age? Let me tell you a secret. The answer to those questions has nothing to do with your age, your gender, or your years of experience. It has everything to do with the identity that you present. Get a professional to help you articulate your message clearly so that it resonates with executives and with recruiters that are engaged in the talent war today. I know. You're a techie. You have a do-it-yourself mentality, and I love that mentality. I do a lot of things myself, but this is your career and work-life longevity we're talking about here. At the very least, I would suggest that you gather all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about your future and how to present yourself in it. So who am I? My name is Stephen Van Vriede, and I've had people call me not your average IT or tech resume writer. My company's name is IT Tech Exec, and we provide simple, targeted, and certain career strategy and job search solutions for senior leaders, 15 years and up, and for up-and-coming tech pros, 5 to 15 years of experience. I have a ton of writing certifications, MBA, lots of training and education. I'm also co-author of the book Uncommon with Brian Tracy that reached the bestseller list in the summer of 2015. So what's the best way to reach me? Email is great at steven@ittechexec.com. My office line is area code 585-586-1385. Or you can check out my LinkedIn profile that has a lot of great information, tools, samples, etc. And that can be found at www.linkedin.com/in/Stephen Van Vriede. Thank you. Or you can check out my LinkedIn profile at www.linkedin.com/in/Stephen Van Vriede.